is just fantastic.
All of these figures are almost surely a criminal undercount. I have no trouble believing the estimates that put the toll at 100,000 or more. More have been since March of this year than in the Protective Edge and Castlet put together. These are two previous sieges that Israel implemented on Gaza in the past. Okay?
Last week I made 2 videos on Hassan because as things are getting more heated in his direction on the internet and poisonous by extension, I felt that he was going to at some point face some form of consequence for his perspectives. I wanted to play that so you could see his chat. He was reading a manifesto. It's a bold move from a live streamer to read these things. It's a bold thing to do because he also likes to think himself some form of journalist. He's not. He's a smeghead. Other streamers, like Tectone for example, believe that the reason Hassan does this political commentary is for a different reason.
A political streamer. So this is something they're...
Hassan isn't good enough to do other things, so he's more qualified. Bitch, the reason why Hassan's a political streamer is because he ain't good enough to be entertaining playing video games.
He's not wrong. Hassan's shtick is bored drivel, bored responses, bored reactions, and getting increasingly annoyed but seemingly bored at his chat when they tell him off. His thing is bored. That's it. You will get more vocal range and depth from one of those skulls that the quaint idiots of the internet sent to Ethan Klein's family. Now, why did we start with these 2 clips? Because I said Hassan would have to be punished in some way. He'd have to be. Twitch's terms of service indicate he should be, and he was. Although we'll get to what we think of that in a moment. Courtesy of streamer bans, Hassan Piker got banned. Ooh, how exciting. Hassan on a weekend is being punished. Cool. I guess he'll go and enjoy his Memorial Day thingamajiggy-doodah if he cares for it, which he doesn't. So he'll more than likely be firing up a live stream somewhere else, and he had said in the past if he's ever banned on Twitch, he'll just go to YouTube anyway. Now we do have a statement sent to Hassan as to why. Twitch is committed to keeping our community safe for everyone, and as a part of that we require all users to ensure that anything shared on their account abides by Twitch's terms of services and community guidelines. Based on a review of your activity or content, we've issued a global suspension on your account. As a result, your access to Twitch services is temporarily restricted. Please be aware that repeated violations may lead to more serious actions on your account, including longer temporary suspensions or permanent suspension. The reason given, improper handling of terrorist propaganda, sharing content related to terrorist or violent extremist groups. Examples of violative conduct include, but are not limited to, violative? I've never seen that word before. Showing a violent extremist manifesto on stream while denouncing it, speaking out against organizations while displaying a recruitment video. Everyone knew Hassan had violated this. This message seems soft. And just to give it some scope here, he did get a suspension for, and in a soft way, for this improper handling of propaganda. Tectone got banned for like 2 weeks, or suspended for 2 weeks, for calling someone fat when they are fat, lazy, slovenly, and they get all their ideas for content from the very person you've given a ban to. The biggest perspective of the internet from this is, okay, so I guess we'll see Hassan tomorrow. That is what many people believe, that Hassan would only be banned for 1 day at best. Why? Because that's how long they banned him for last time, and he didn't learn his lesson. Why? Because you're not punishing him. Others lose access to monetization. Well, you're not going to do that to him now, are you? If you had, you would have said so in this, but you didn't. Which means we know you're not taking anything from him, because this golden goose of yours is your avatar of what you consider tolerant left politics, when in reality he's one of the most intolerant bigots on the internet. Now there is a point we need to address concerning Twitch's handling of these kind of situations. For this we go to a tweet from Sinatra. The only way to handle terrorist propaganda is to call out extremism, not support it. This goes for all extremism, not just the ones you like. And this is because Twitch are so inconsistent and blatantly favourable towards more left-leaning creators, that their handling of any situation is absolutely rickadicka-dickaless when it comes to handling the likes of Hassan and the Orbiters. If you're going to handle extremism, handle it. Based on your terms of service, far too many people have violated it, but you refuse to acknowledge it when it comes from those you like. Now, Hassan hasn't been handling this well, but he has handled some of this. He has responded partially by saying, I covered the motives of the Israeli embassy staff shooter. Twitch TOS dictates a suspension for even critical examination of the manifesto. I believe this is a bad policy for news and press freedom. I'll take the suspension but hope Twitch changes this policy in the future. In that policy, it outright stated condemning it. Clips doing their rounds, you didn't, you just read it. I like you think yourself a part of the press here. You're not. You're the same dobber who got kicked out of a DNC meeting because you were absolutely feckless on the subject matter. You're too far gone at this point, and I know there are many within my audience that support you, and that's quite alright. You're allowed to be wrong. You are too far one way. You need to rein your neck in, and your fans in, your stands in. You need to be the avatar for change, and not this version of change that is extremism by nature, harmful to any ecology, any discourse. It's embarrassing, quite frankly, Hassan. You are not the press. You really aren't. You're just some loser who sits in an office of trinkets while espousing his beliefs of socialist utopias, when really you are an absolute hypocrite in every respect. Now, I had said that Hassan handled this somewhat well. Okay, well, let's undermine that slightly. Fearbuck had tweeted, Hassan has been banned on Twitch. That's all they said. Hassan, every blue check power farmer is an Israeli dick rider on this website. Yet you use Twitter. Do you believe you can impact some meaningful change? Is that what this is? Or is it because you, like many of us, use it to promote what you dub your message to be? Although I could believe many of your tweets are proofread. You can tell there's a little bit of stress going on here. That 1 day of earnings, am I right? That'll be the difference between whether or not he can buy a new pair of boots that cost several $100s or not. Sodding hipsters are everywhere, aren't they? To some of the tweets of people's perspectives when it comes to this ban. Keemstar, let me guess, an 8-hour ban. Nux, calling it by saying, lifetime ban, no warning, no appeal. Hassan, quote, and then 24-hour count suspension. Couldn't agree more with that, by the way. Tectone, if Hassan's ban is only 24 hours, Twitch is a joke. Yeet, who Hassan hates, by the way, almost as much as Nux. Hassan was banned on Twitch for 24 hours. He responded on Twitter. There's a quote underneath, of course. Bro acting like he actually got a punishment or something. Asmongold, 24-hour suspensions serve no purpose and act more often as a reward than punishment through the extra attention they create. Why ban for critiquing that, but not for endorsement? Is criticizing terrorism TOS, but promoting isn't? Make it make sense. I couldn't agree more with that as well, by the way. A 24-hour suspension is just a day off, if that is all Hassan receives. And it does promote Hassan to when Hassan comes back, victorious, resplendent, glorious in his boredness. So he can then rail Twitch for inconsistent policy, which he can then use his audience to back, which then means he'll get more preferential treatment in the future. He has, however, been given bans twice, suspensions, let's face it though, twice in as many months. If a lesson is to be learned, this is not going to help. A real lesson comes with a real consequence, like the one Tectone had to put up with.
Every time he has one of these tantrums, probably 10 times a day, you can see how stressed the dog is on the dog.
Black fatigue? Oh, yeah. Asthma. Oh, I just have black fatigue. Like, what is this soy white supremacy? If you're gonna be a white supremacist, just be a Yeah, for those of you who don't know what the black fatigue is, it's good that you don't know what it is, but it's like a new TikTok thing. I'm inserting this clip because it was the wrong one, but I'm going to insert it regardless. There's a theory that his dog knows when he's crashing out. I'm going to state verbatim to those who are too handicapped to understand this. Don't shout around dogs. Don't raise your voice around them. Dogs respond to simple commands. I have two. I don't have to raise my voice. I don't have to look like some imposing dickhead either. Dogs learn to fear voices if you do that. I get you're passionate about the subject matter, but your dog's about to turn around on you because the dog can sense when you're crashing out. And apparently you've been doing it a lot recently. Okay.
Not about to crash out.
It's a new TikTok meta of just being racist, saying that you're fatigued by the ways in which black people fucking behave.
Okay,
that's what this is. Gonna get clipped so hard, man. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up
No.
about clipping, please. Oh my God. Yes, I am talking about white supremacy, okay? Yes. In the process of me talking about white supremacy, white supremacist bad faith actors will clip me out of context to make it seem like I'm actually in favor of white supremacy while I'm in the process of complaining about it. Stop crying.
So just to show you how Twitch do not apply their rules correctly, yeah, a point of order has to be raised about how you're deciding to administer your violations for terms of service, because there are far too many creators who stream daily on your platform that push dangerous messages. A compilation was created on Twitter, or shared to Twitter, by Drew Pavlu. So let's play that, just to point out how these creators are treated preferentially, when based on terms of service, they shouldn't be.
Up the number, okay? 30K to anyone who'll make this disappear.
Bro, that Destiny guy needs to get Not gonna f***ing lie.
It would just be so easy to just, it was so, like, solve all of our problems. Like, we would have socialism now at this point, right? We would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and it would be so easy.
Thing that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
Well, that's not a good look now, is it? Yet this is deemed acceptable on that platform. If you have a large audience and that is the message you're pushing, you are passing off validation that somehow it's okay to use extreme violence or cause harm to others and justify it because of your political beliefs. By the way, pushing harm onto others to get socialism is actually known as fascism. You're welcome. It's also a bit of a trope in many, like, hero movies. Not a joke at this point. Offering up money as monetary reward, even as a joke, on Twitch's terms of service is a violation. None of these people were punished for anything they've said them. I assume because they thought, it's just a joke, bruh. Well, with that spirit in mind, now would be a good time to provide, and I was waiting for this, the final update concerning Hassan's ban. Courtesy of streamer bans, Twitch partner HASANABI has been unbanned after 1 day, 6 minutes and 20 seconds. So if you said 24 hours, you're off by 6 minutes and 20 seconds. But I guess we can give you a little leeway on that because essentially it's 24 hours, which is what the vast majority of us thought would happen. Twitch partners, for the most part, do get a little preferential treatment on these suspensions. Essentially, he had Sunday off, or Saturday off. That's it. That's all he had. He missed a day. This is not you holding him accountable for anything he has done wrong. All you've done is tell him, tone it down a little bit, maybe just give us a day, and then go back to it. Because he makes them money, and they make him money as well, actually. Yeah, it's very quid pro quo, isn't it? If you're going to hold someone responsible for some of the bad things they say, actually hold them responsible. He pushed this message on YouTube, he would get hit quite quickly, with not only the likes, dislikes smashing him into oblivion, but he'd just get hit a lot. YouTube actually would do more than what Twitch has done, and YouTube barely do anything anyway. Unless, of course, you're centre or centre-right or right-leaning, in which case you end up going to Rumble. Anyway, with this subject, I'd like to know what you all think. Of course I do. Please do let me know in the comments down below. If I don't see you on Twitch tonight for more Dawn of War, Chaos Rising, and possibly Retribution as well, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you all very much for listening. Oh, and there's a new video on Omegon too. Go watch it! Thank you.